When it comes to this drama on YouTube, like, my whole issue is this. It's people downplaying other people's experiences. Like, I personally would never downplay another black woman's experience. I would never downplay a black man's experience. I would never downplay a biracial person's experience. It's their experience. Shoes I didn't walk in. Shoes I didn't get dirty. Shoes that I didn't have to keep clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoes I don't really know much about because I've never worn them. I've never heard of them. Half of these stories and experiences that we be listening to, it's just like, wow, like, I didn't even know that was happening. And honestly, for me, it's like people always try to make it seem like when a black woman speaks out about her experience, and it has to be a negative one about a black man, but that's her experience, one she didn't ask for, right? She's a bad person. All of a sudden her life doesn't matter because it goes up against a black man. Like, that's insane to me. That's absolutely insane. That is insane. And we're not supposed to speak about these experiences. We're just supposed to keep quiet about them. That's why the most disrespected woman in America is the black woman, because people are constantly trying to silence us. White people when it comes to racism. Black men when it comes to things that we deal with, like domestic violence and sexual abuse and emotional abuse. Like, we're not supposed to speak out about those things. We're just supposed to be quiet. And I'm just at a point in my life where it's like, I'm done being quiet. I'm done being silenced. Like, it has caused depression, suicidal thoughts, like all type of stuff. I'm done being silent. Like, I'm done being silent. And it's not to offend anyone, but I should be able to speak my truth. Just like a black man should be able to speak his. A biracial woman should be able to speak hers. A dark-skinned woman that deals with colorism should be able to speak hers. Because it's her truth. That's all you have. All we have as people at the end of the day are our experiences. That's all we have in your word. That's it. That's it. That's all you have at the end of the day. People can take everything from you, but that's all you will have. So I don't understand this. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Because, I love people. But, one thing, when I sit down and I listen to people and I listen to their experiences, I listen to their story, I don't listen to argue. I listen to understand. Like, I have an understanding ear. I'm not listening to be combative, argumentative, confrontational. I'm listening and like, okay, so what happened? What's going on with you? What happened? But that's me. That's the kindness of my heart and my experiences that I've had with people, period, good and bad. It's not going to change this genuine nature that I have to understand others. I'm so understanding of others. But again, as soon as you speak out about an experience that you had pertaining to a black man, all of a sudden you hate them. And it's like, why do you feel like that? I don't get it. For me, when it comes to this entire thing, it's the downplaying another person's experience. It's the downplaying the next person's what I've been through story, for me, that I have an issue with. I don't do that to other people. Like, I listen to people. I really truly try to understand people. Like, I really, really do. I don't hate people, and hate is such a strong word. Like, it's such a strong word that I don't like to use in my vocabulary, because I'm a big believer that the power of the tongue is very dangerous, and you shouldn't just use it loosely. You shouldn't just lose it loosely, because I know with my mouth, I know the power that it has behind it. So it's like, I have to be careful with the things that I say. And I'm all about love. Like, love lives in my heart. Like, it's something that I love to spread and give to people, because the world needs more of it. But I shouldn't have to downplay my experience. I shouldn't have to downplay my experiences as a black woman in America. And I should still be able to speak real truth. In my recent video that I made, the whole time, I didn't say black men can't compete with their counterparts. I said they're not competing. And I also gave a solution. I said if they would just get more educated, because their statistics show they're the least educated, so they're not competing. Then I also took it a step further and said, start some businesses. Get out here and improve your communities. Why would I say that if I didn't believe that it was something that you were capable of doing? But because it wasn't peaches and cream, it was real, it was honesty, right? I'm bashing you. I hate you. How? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Because I wouldn't, listen, one thing I don't do is gaslight people. Gas them up to have them fail. I said those things because I really believe that black men have the power to do whatever they put their minds to. But if you're the type of black man that you have the mentality of a white man holding you back, or the white man holding you back, then he will, because you're setting yourself up to be held back because your mentality is keeping you there. So why even attempt? Why try if your mentality is already telling you can't do something? But I hate. You know what? They say the more real you are, the more hate you get. That's what they say. So if you can't handle it, stay off my platform, because my content's not for you. And the whole reasoning behind my content is to improve the community for my kids, the future, youth. That's why I make the commentary that I make. That's why I like to focus on the dusties among our community, because we need to address that. We need to address that. We need to address the poor behavior of black men, because they think things is sweet. They think they can carry themselves any type of way and they get a pass for that. No, we need to hold you accountable. And another thing, I don't hold black men to a standard that I don't hold myself to first. So I don't do things and expect things of others that I don't expect of myself first, because that's what self-love looks like. That's what boundaries looks like. So I'm not asking anything of you I would not ask of myself, or that I can't do for myself, or I wouldn't do for myself. So if you have an issue with what I say and things I do, then you're just not on my level. I don't ask of things of others that I wouldn't ask of myself first. Period. So that's why, all of this is about understanding one another. If I'm understanding of you, why can't you be understanding of me? If I'm understanding of your experiences and the things that you went through or go through, why can't you be understanding of my plight? Why can't you be understanding of dark-skinned women and brown-skinned girls and their plight? I'm done giving, and people are not giving me something back in return. Tired of being understanding of everyone else and no one being understanding of me and the things that I go through. It's exhausting as a black woman. So that's what this is all about. Standards, understanding, and stop confusing the truth and other people's experiences with hate.